Hello, humans, demons, or whoever you are, Livius here. So fall is upon us, and I think it would be a perfect opportunity to review something Halloween related. I could go on to think about what I'm going to review, but you already read the title, it's Ruby Gloom. Ruby Gloom is a Canadian animated series, which I now realize I haven't reviewed anything from Canada yet. Based off a clothing line, yes you heard that right, about the title character going on misadventures with her friends in Gloomsville. It aired on YTV with 40 episodes from 2006 all the way up to 2008. Going further into the backstory, in 2001 Ruby Gloom originally started off as a drawing illustrated by Martin Hu. Apologies if I butchered that, then Mighty Fine produced the merchandise. Finally, in 2005, the franchise was licensed out to Nevada. The very same bastards who won't let Timmy Turner in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl! In October 15th, 2006, the show finally premiered on YTV. Sadly, outside of Canada, the show never got much exposure globally, not even in the US. However, it did get a cult following over the years. After the show ended, nothing happened to the Ruby Gloom franchise since. Or at least to my knowledge. If something did happen, let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, does it still hold up more than a decade after the show came out? Let's talk about the show and find out! Starting out with the main cast, we have the main character herself, Ruby. She isn't the typical character you would see in a gothic cartoon from the 2000s, nor the merchandise she's based off of. In fact, she's the opposite. She's a good-hearted, optimistic individual, doing everything in her power to make everyone feel better.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise Iris by helping her to break a record. Really? You did that for me? I was avoiding you because I thought you were giving me bad luck. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry I didn't let you know that I wasn't talking to you so you could break the record.
Then there's Skullboy, who has an identity crisis. What I mean by that is that he always has a different career path, like artists, detectives, etc. I always like that about him, as you don't know what he's going to do every episode. Take a shot every time he thinks he must be related to a long line of blank.
The preferred construction materials of all top-notch explorers, to whom I must be related. You see, after doing some research in your library, I found out that I might come from a long line of layabouts. And that got me thinking that maybe I'm descended from a long line of big-time Hollywood hotshots.
It happens almost every episode. Also, Ruby had this thing for Skullboy.
What?
Hey, Ruby, can I come in?
Sure. Just a minute! Okay, come in!
What you doing?
Oh, just having fun with paper.
So where's the paper?
Now this isn't a bad thing per se, it just raises a lot of questions I don't want to know. Let's move on before I overthink it. Iris, who is an adventurous adrenal junkie and a fun-loving cyclops. Frank and Lynn is a conjoined rock star duo. Poe is the sophisticated one. Boo Boo is a prankster ghost and makes me want to get a proton pack. Scaredy is a bat who is afraid of everything. The poor bastard must have had a tragic backstory. Doom, no not that Doom, is a cat who uses violin noise as a way of communicating. Kinda reminds me of Courage now that I think about it. And finally the best character I saved for last.
I've been defeated by a stuffed, one-of-a-kind sock.
Of the stick or is the butt of the joke. Though ironically, she brings me and maybe some others joy.
But I don't want a party or anything. And I hate surprises. The last time I was surprised, that pack of wolves was ruthless. Hi, Ruby. I'm very happy to make you some happy tea. I'm so happy. Your turn. As my great-great-great-aunt used to say whenever she got blasted out of a volcano. Well, she mostly just screamed. But the point is, try, and try again.
The reason why she's like this is because of her ancestors. They caused so many atrocities across history, including the Titanic. There's a lot of other characters, but this part has gone on for long enough. On to the episodes and seasons themselves. For the first season, to start off with, we have the gang going to the center of the Earth, or I guess Gloomsville, Iris wanting to break her own record, Skullboy creating a robot dad, a stage play with a magic hat, Poe being erased from existence thanks to time travel, a Christmas special called Yamween, an episode where the sun shines and that's a bad thing, and an episode where Misery's cousins visit but cause an ice storm. In Season 2, Skullboy makes a movie, a Groundhog's Day inspired episode, Scaredy joining the band, an episode about the Tooth Fairy, Ruby and the gang in space, everyone having bad luck on Friday the 13th, and two two-parters. Say that 10 times fast. One of them being a musical and the other being a murder mystery, the latter of which being the series finale. The episodes also have a little cutaway in the opening and ending of the show. These are either to show off something about the character that we don't know about yet, or just a funny gag. My top 3 episodes in no particular order are Sunny Days, Name That Tune, and Out of This World. I know they're the episodes I just listed, but just hear me out. Sunny Days gives a reasonable explanation of why the sun doesn't shine. Spoilers, it's because of Misery being absent. Name That Tune is about Skullboy making a movie, but due to some complications he decided to make it animated. Everything about this episode is comedy gold. And finally, Out of This World is the space episode that has the entire mansion become a spaceship. That concept alone gives it a 10 out of 10. I'm going to address this right now if you haven't noticed already. The show itself is not scary. If anything, it kind of subverts expectations, with the show being comforting and wholesome, but it still has that gothic touch. One issue I do have with the show is sometimes the writers run a joke into the ground, or the joke outstays its welcome, but that's just a minor nitpick. Overall, if you want to watch something that's not scary but still fills that Halloween void, I highly recommend watching this. The whole series is on YouTube. Link shall be in the description below. Even if the franchise was laid dormant, I'm still glad it exists, and it deserved that cult following. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to succeed at life, you gotta make a deal with hell, and happy Halloween. Whether you're a human or demon, happy Halloween to my viewers.